Americans don't have to imagine what it's like to live someplace that's aggressively switching to 100% clean energy, where 1 in 3 people has rooftop solar, 15% of new cars are electric, and giant batteries store energy for use when the sun goes down. They just have to go to Hawaii. Hawaii pledged to be coal-free by 23, and state law mandates 100% clean energy in just 21 years. Attaining that goal came closer last month when an enormous 185-megawatt battery near Honolulu hummed into full operation. If you've been to Hawaii, you've seen a renewable future, and it's paradise, said Jeff Mikulina, director of the Hawaii Climate Coalition and a board member of the Blue Planet Foundation. The Kapolei energy storage facility is tucked away in 8 acres of industrial land about 20 miles west of Honolulu. More than anything, it looks like 158 white storage sheds, each about the size of a shipping container, neatly lined up on concrete pads. These lithium iron phosphate batteries can hold 185 megawatts of power, or 565 megawatt hours of energy, enough to supply electricity to 17% of the island of Oahu for 3 hours at peak load or 6 hours at half load, said Brandon Keefe, executive chairman of Plus Power, the Texas-based company that built the Kapolei battery. These kinds of grid-scale energy storage systems are becoming increasingly common in the US and are critical to shifting to ever higher percentages of wind and solar power. But Hawaii is in a class by itself, said Colton Ching, Hawaiian Electric's Senior Vice President of Planning and Technology. Hawaii is blessed with an abundance of wind, sun, and geothermal power, but doesn't have a drop of fossil fuel. Instead, every 10 days or so, an oil supertanker arrives at a refinery near the Honolulu port, producing almost 80% of the state's energy, said Mikulina. Almost all that oil comes from as much as 6,000 miles away, primarily from Libya and Argentina, making energy in Hawaii expensive and prone to both weather and geopolitical disruption. Now, Hawaii's energy is coming home, which the state believes will provide stability, cheaper prices, and a greener environment. Each of Hawaii's 6 main islands has its own electrical grid, not connected to any other island. The state already gets 32% of its energy from renewables. Today, 6.25% of Hawaii's electricity comes from its 7 wind farms. On the Big Island of Hawaii, about 30% of energy comes from geothermal, from a plant that gets heat from near the Kilauea volcano that erupted in September. It's also got a growing number of electric vehicles. Last year, 15% of new vehicle sales in Hawaii were electric. But what makes the state stand out is solar power, especially where it comes from. In 2022, Hawaii hit upon an innovative plan to make up for the shutdown of its last coal plant. State regulators created the Battery Bonus Program, which subsidized households to add rooftop solar and battery storage. In exchange, the household feeds electricity back into the grid for 2 hours.